This program is brought to you by
Visit KOFI today.
Brain X syrup. Mamofra adwini mapomuden. SCP Esita.
Mama Royal Chocolate.
Delicious.
No, don't mommy be.
KTA Mobile.
It's the future.
Slam Technologies.
The open computer school wow. Teachers no wa botre no betimi akire wa eno an Islam technologies.
Fly Ethiopian Airlines, the new spirit of Africa, a Star Alliance
Nest Trading Agency.
We are the best.
Tap send.
Tap send. Charlie, me say menyeja ho. Me say tapo na send.
Rice pudding.
Abenda the BBA
GhanaMats.com.
Ghana Mats, oh, wait. So I'm going to know the so man.
Fellow Ghanaians, your friend Nalan Ghani or Mezogweza of KOFI the first, Chief of Fufule. Some catch him with that. Say KOFI the whole Ghana. To say you have a double do. Yet it is so near Sacha Wachelia Febre. KOFI, young Cocoa Promo, double do. Nasco 440 liter bottle freezer free. I could have dispenser. Nani born here 2999. Say you have about 2499. 500 Ghana. Away! That's how free media 20 liter microwave.
KOFI, Kayansu, you're not a show.
KOFI, yeah, the home appliances, no, a chow. Even in Dabani, KOFI will lie. So good to Ghana 640 liter side by side fridge. Well, aha. Now, and also, I have 4999. To say, I have about 3999. 1,000 cities. Away!
Memo ha na mama wakwaba ade wa bankoma ebabidi eso yenim arahosam ato o man Ghana nsem bebre ekire ebabidi ho enkomo na ope obi a mampanyi dada Rollins na oben ne pa edu ba bia ye fa ne picture bi na oye ne secretary na ogina ne nchen that picture no akovara pa after titu o mampanyi dada Rollins efrimu enti ene yaba general na so e wo fia ye ne ba bedi enkomo general eba mu akwaba
Yeah.
empombo ko de medru ha me hu kokko no ana me se we dia me nyira ye na ke se fie ha nyina red ayim pa mama nsha se da ke se mo suspend a campaign abramote ye na
Sana nyina obia wo baby different.
Okay.
Na mampani wo Ashanti region. Nse ache campaign mu miensa.
Okay.
Nti President Mahama ono di baako anim. Na ye running mate professor ono so di team baako anim. Na me so me di team baako anim.
Okay.
Nti ache omanum. Nti we kwa na we ya beprapra kire.
Okay.
Yeah, we so kwa na we so abeprapra.
Okay, nti ba bia we fa na hwa na mo nyina mo san fa.
David say ko region no mu ase bia President Mahama ba region no mu anya dan a enye nkuro no nyina na constituencies no nyina no betimi akọ. Nti ono ba na obeye be kwa na so ba na ba bia president antimi anko no na ono wato aso.
Okay.
Menso me beduru ho a na omo mienu ba bia omo ya duru ba bia omo antimi anko na menso mato aso nti sa na ye no.
Oh, okay. Ene nti na Matias asa se wuni akra
David ena na nipa no bebre kra wo mo follow me campaign na e bi bisa me say yehu woni President Mahama na woni nana e bi kra frɛ bisa me say meti apode na nsi o mo ye na ba bia menenam no.
Okay.
Ntra but wo mo ehwe social media ene idea wo mo follow adwuma me ye pa.
Okay. Meaning whether maybe and also a reason omampanyi onene nam that way and say because that concern also ask maybe ana ono so number bi ayenim
Enuamba Lodina.
Lodina.
There be on main 3 teams.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nti wono wafa enkura na se.
Eto da bia sa na bia wo be ko district no bi mu no na President Mahama any running mate no ba ne bia district no kra wo mo ansimu. In that case no we won say event no be e no district capital.
Okay.
But principally no enkura na se na memene na mpa.
Any special reason?
Oh, say yeah retail campaign.
Okay.
Inti se first no a yakwa na bia nipa e wo district no mu ne aboaba o mo free nkra na se aba district capital no.
Okay.
Say COVID ni nema binti no kwa e better say obekọ wo mo na so wo nkra na se. Inti no no so ka bia ni because petrol de bekọ no na yeka. Inti wo de wo ka kwesi ho na ye bodwom a just say nipa no ya boaboa o ma no na ne wo ma akasa no nso no ema asema obeka no no so ye relevant to krono ankasa for wo ma sitrum.
Okay. And okay, feedback ben amonia NDC on the grounds very strong.
Oh pa sisi ya no ye wa rehemu se ye to abana NDC bedin kunim se ye frenchema inti ya consensus ye gusu ye campaign na ye woni pa bi so a wo mo working on the threats a war campaign ho fa no say abano se be ya e beto no frenchim se be ya nipa bi nkofa basabasa bi ma ho nom ne ade ntia no nom nyina ye groups a wo so ye ho adwuma.
But okay say ye frenchim dia mobile winning that means mo winning and actually say frenchim na anyo.
Oh, yes or no, but your concerns about say electoral commission kwaya o ma faso edi o mojuma no and then also in security ya kan say your concerns e wo kwaya o mo faso ye no enti na obi bebi say agra hukum na wonye referee no ndi ade na wontwensan etwesan a ye bedi Ghana for hwammo say da bia ya me de toto Professor Azuma Nelson ho work I say one Jeff Fenech ebe kontokwa ema Azuma elosuye na ye ko return fight no ese ye ko Fenech no ne kromu e Australia obi aso nim say Australia for in those days no na womo referee for ne for ya na womo pe mem inti na yenyina yesuro se na ehai kura na anye ye na okonipa no krom nti Azuma ka se emse malaria bi eha no ewo first fight no mane mane yesa no wahunu akwa no kwanyo faso kone ade nti referee asem no de ono ade ni referee ebeko okaso ono ade ni referee beko no na eya amamfo etirimu na nti okoko ntokwa no wi a obo akwa no na oba ni wasentokwa de obo nipa no hwe ho na ne hwene mu mfiri moja ontimi nsore ne wo meka asembia referee bia ni ho beka se the order from ho no na adi nti the referee eko akansi.
Strangely minim de Abraham NDC wa ban mu no MPP find a problem with the EC. NDC by opposition, NDC is having a problem with the EC. Na ifiden
I'm say to da bia enuanom nsantrofo no mo so to da bia mo ya akwadworo kakra wo ne ma bi ho enti ya na I say mo pe mental economy if you say o cannot try say MPP wa by mu na mo NDC wa by mu na MPP wa problem and MPP abana we problem why oversimplify issue no because about to ko akansi bia mu a obia wo ho kwan so raise concerns enti ye wo akansi mu a obia bibia nkoyi ma no raise concern enti de ye hwe se referee papa be ne se obi raise concerns na together ye be call concerns num ya kwa kohunu se eha ene ato adwene de akwa akoto se ye de to ho a obia owo contest num bia no nitimu beye no fan enti ebre bia NDC wo power bia sa na ehu no MPP for raise concern. In fact, in the last year before 2016 election, let us do MPP the court to the omo yebi ema yeshe that home committee independent of electoral commission no say committee no enhwem na wo montete ya no ansem na wo mfa ho afutuo mra na enhwe ba bia de beto in each and every one of issues so MPP raise bia no ye komu edomu suko ema entiase eba emi ehunu se ha na de to a obi asum badwo na de ato ho enu nti no oba fast forward number be hu electoral commission bia ono de on pese obehwehwe bibibia mu na ade bia yen discuss ye kra no ababontin say ye discuss ye na ha na de ato no a completely different ball game nti no ya na mo oversimplify na ma no say because say MPP raise concerns be pain nti no every concern that is being raised now no it's not a substance no na mo dwene ho the form say obi a raise concern pain nti also raise concern na che say ya de kro no anya sa na te kra na bie mu nso no yen ye wa bai mu kra no a yen yankasa timi raise concerns against bibibia electoral commission so ultimately
no na ya emma out kese so
oh about ya boycott to IPAC meeting when IPAC when NDC were power
okay
so ultimately IPAC no ba ya boycott to IPAC pain na NDC so na President Rollins na were power ya boycott to IPAC
na when Dr. Farijan krona
okay tamana ono osunsun adwuma no ya NDC for walk away from IPAC na your party na were power yen na ye wo majority so wo parliament ba ye ka say nema bi koso ayenti ase enti ye wo ko enti no yen ye complaini tamwa bibiboni e koso emfa hu say ya ban wo power na ya ban any power enti wo de tutu MPP ho a na wo ya ye mistake say yen ye wo power dia na say na we dey say oversimplification ba chewa
mate yedra ye move mra arahosamo aba yenim se na oben Papa J pa the first time I ot news no net saying how was the feel abra ot menim se sata na your campaign
yo dedi kai mamenka menene relationship once I'm saying trouble bre akoso about menene relationship na me membremu obi ase mo answer for ya mutimi twere de mo pe kan de mo pe na kura wo ho ne say photo aka ho ansem mi enye me photo kura
de ugina asa o shekiki na
enye me akura nipa no ugina mu no wo say no wanyini chai President Rollins wo de hwe photo no ye aka okura bi photo enye me akura because tamwa enso nsentro ya security na sedun ketia na oye ne secretary enye me akura wo hwe akokura wo say o chai Rollins
the better
screens we know your information officer be was in regional administration.
Wow.
Me fi say by now kura wa kura. Enya me akura. E na time wa hu wo mo ho no. Na ba bia me wo no. Na me main Rollins na me nhia no ba bia ada. Thought ma say.
Okay.
Na me main no kura say me post nuru say Chairman Rollins be ba sunwan function say na me matimi akugina ne nchen kura entinya me akura na wa unhwe nipa no
da bi onye se wo kan ye ya
obi kan che se ono nya features kakra bi de beto ha ya sie du katia na o mugu so na o mu sa photo is start circulate
no uko Google se na type sie du katia en former President Rollins picture be ba no
da bi enya me akura enya me me finidin but no information officer we na ohwe ne kiki no nso a ene ne nyina so ogina ho no a no no chain President Rollins pani akokra a no interpret no information officer we sunya in regional administration enti enya me first time me be pay papa na sem time yes June 4th no June 4th no by na those days na students on say fight against a champon union government concept no na dia na na saa time so na said the corruption si wo man num ne ade nti student movement no na you know ye ne edin wa amanyose mu pa ekura na menya nuru university na me afina na tama fight union government na me training college enu nti no saa bre no me ne nana Kufuado ene me papa Obimanu senior the wawu krono those were the days and now more organize students emiye nema against the military government at that time now mo pese mo ye union government near the ba say ye democracy by be union government say yi soldier for kakra police for kakra civilians kakra ne aka bom say mo na emu abai enunti tam aye bre ya na omo buru students prepare ya champon tam ne ande ade no nyina no nti e ba se omo ye palace school general kufu num ye palace school no ne relief kakra sa champon de okọ na general kufu so ebe ma ho kwan ma ye abandon union government no because a champon tam no near the union government concept no aye referendum say mo am pay union government mon kan yes mo am pay union government mon kan no e clear say no we need but electoral commissioner at that time Justice Aban obekwa akona so resource no na champon e dey amokas coaches you know out of nifi of ampuma mu ne dwane ye e na omo appoint another electoral commissioner e na ono be na so say yes na win enti emu ho a na other SMC members know who say they cannot woman to mean sumo against the tide because they very clear said the woman dey ba no nyanti omo palace school no Akufu beye general Akufu beye leader no a no obi anse no now so say union government no ye twam ye be ye constituent assembly near draw constitution near their multi party elections into take first few steps no obi afi say oh said the year penna or ye dia ene yenya no hosa but still na man for feel say Akufu don kan bibibia achampon ba beye se boni bia no di ye corruption ni sikawia ni nema no nyere koso ni na oka ho enti ono ntimi mfiri mu meye soro abofo enu nti na still agitation wo ho but to be fair to General Akufu no oma kwan ma ye constitution etiti political parties ya na egusu aye campaign into an election na soja no nso no omo so soja fo nkwala no so feel say soja mpanimfo no na aba be rule abaye ne mabone ama affect soja fo animu onyam enu nti no womo mmakwan ma womo me hand over now to civilians now womo ko enjoy loot no now womo mfa efin meka army no eno na ma June 4th ayi no bae South Yase enu nti all that those days no nyina no che say ye juma against union government June 4th no bae no na che say students who obia we felt relief say nipa papa no so bae or now so say enye abai no oba bibu no obey house cleaning no na election no so be koso no I just say you wouldn't say trouble for na waba. Until that was where I took my liking to President Rawlings. Now say menen no share during PNDC near you and until apart from that
you were never his secretary our campaign platform so cry
actually menen benanti but that was when I member parliament here
okay
until my first time one menen ye closer and they say yaba parliament here now some of our performance of parliament now a frame heavyweight you know and until no and some markets yeah a man for intimate can make and until me cancel debate no baby I'm support to be a winning and until satam no and now we share MPs NDC MPs no and no na me share no for the first time now he took personal liking of me and I mean no be close manti enya no krese obia betimi can say na me ni second me ni interpreter no me ma ni nyina nya na kwenti photo no anso e wo mu no uwie na hwe no dia obehu se nya se edu nkata sa
photo no mesen hye da zoom meta na ma hwe ni
papa no kra ba na am se wa free mo kra ansa na we be free mo enu nti sa netie ndi ne na mu a ode me be ye deputy minister for agriculture na ope the way I see addressing political issues enu nti no bedru baby a na obi edi asem bi betu na nim so ope na dwene a nipa kakra bi obefre wo mo na ye na discuss any important issue no na meka mo ntimi no be ye so close in fact ni bedroom kra ntimi ko ho edru baby a utimi frame me we ayen ko lunch me ko na ma me ko na dutimi prepare lunch na ye me nsa na ye di no me ade ntino that was how we came together but sticky relationship so ba mo if we say meno the way ye fa jum fourth principles no nti edru ba bia ye apply no strictly nti principles no nti edru ba bi na se me hu se obi ana askedes no obi a wo ne human frailness nti bedru ba bi no ni padua no mra oyemu no se obi ye mra de ese momo a kedesi amaka no mo kan bom na mo remind no say oh there be had the ko ho a ebetia principles no nti sign bra wachi so we ask this ye correct ye hu da bia nti there are some occasions here obi take decision bia I disagree with nti o take so am so meka am na hu say sa dey with I disagree because me susu say me understanding of the June 4th principles no any sa way no enko
ebi ne den
ebi ni se me kan se bribi bae mane yes am se okokan sembi wo am se aflawa na se bi baby se Nana Akufo-Addo betimi a better president than President Mills atama ne ete akonya so nti member out be ka se baby antisa na revolution no mu yenyina ya dedicate ye ho to leadership nti nipa oye leader at a time e wo ye party no mu ne de asese yenyina ye ma no sa loyalty no enu nti no se President Rawlings ka se onye compare ye ne ayaka no ansese ye throw ye nsa into the air ne ka se o se onye campaign mo aye ndi aye belusu nti me attitude ne se ono ene tete ye nyina ene o science party aye wo de tie bia da bi beba ma wa free yensa enu nti de panin bia behwehwe ne se obetete ne ma na oni ho a obo atutimi atoa na djuma paso nti se papa no ka se onye campaign na mo ma ye ba mumu ye ma ne entranche na ye nko yanim na se ye ko na yetimi wini sa elections da na che se ho amoma be ba ne ho che se watete ye yie a kina bi oni ho kra no a ense se ne yam hyehye no se ye betimi atoa na djuma paso ye koso na se ye di nkugu a na no so e che se adwuma na ye nyina ya ye no ya anye ne ye enti oni ho a ye ntimi nyina ye na so enu nti ye nsan go back to the drawing board ye nhwe kwa ye be fa so ya so I declared it publicly na me san can say I declare positive defiance enu nti no ye nko forward no bia nye campaign si e be wini ampa so ye ko campaign no e wini that election enu nti no in those things no yana man for fire I said get our Rollins I say only Rollins say only there's nothing like that
because statement eba say ono a watene party muaji party na free nsem na
obi anyi free nsem ye nyina celebrate June 4th ye nyina celebrate 31st no the purpose ne say ye nyina be kai ye ho say principles so ben ene ye de ye June 4th no principles ben ye de 31st no enu nti no it doesn't matter say why ena obuso because o yemra untimi nka say MPs na o ma yemra no wo right say o mo ebubu mra no so yemra na yemra ma yenya nti say hold those principles dearly sa principles no nyina apply across board ena edi nyina nti say in obi take action be now interpreting who say no it is not in accord with the principles na we kida na umia wa no na unye kida papa nti no ba kunso ne say power belongs to the people nti kids na yenyom bebre power belongs to the people forever power belongs to the people forever ever. Nti out of this belief say power no belong to the people. Yehunu say obia yedi to me bi be ma say ye adwuma bia wo man mu no wo gina manfo no anamu na wo ye eno nti wo ya esese wo bu nkonta ema nipa wo mudi to me no ma wo okay nti wo nkoye wo ho say wo na to me no kuta nti sa to me no adwuma yese fa koye no wo jai sa adwuma na to na wasan da ne to me no say wo di be di atia wo mo edi to me no ma in the first place no eno nti no the principle of probity and accountability no sana si echere first of all the power belongs to the people into a delegate man who as a leader say ya man ade say fakoye adwuma na bebu hon kontanti ese se obi account for ne power amanfo no de amano adwuma bia na obi di be man say ye the position you have a day of accountability. That's what we believed in as cadres. And enti ye kan accountability no ya na nipa ye wo ma dwen say e sikasem nko accountability www kwanya to me e dia ma no kwanya obefa so account for it to me no e bi etimi masika ba wonsam etimi ma akonde bi ba wonsam kwanya ofa so e yuso akonde no say ye mfa mo nipa no ho ban na wo de sa akonde no etiti nipa no a ye de ma wo no a ni nyina na chese wa fail in the accountability test. And President Rollins is so onyanye June 4th no ade ba ko na ehu no wo man mu ni se ye chi obi a se wabu mra bi so akoteki action bi abu mra bi so a ya na eye excuse say nipa no beka say na or act under instructions from the superiors. Okay. So as you send in free no be na man no command no kodi so June 4th principle back on say wo so wo adwene enu nti no se wo adwuma bim na opani ma instruction say koya ade na wo adwene ni say wo yes ade no e betia o man no interest ya china bi say ba wo nkonta bu mu a wontimi nka say pani bi na ma instruction now dey with this also adwene also adwene enu nti se pani bi ma instruction wonim say ebe kwatia o mind no interest ese ugina ho na defy pani no eno only the principle of positive defiance. Okay, say upani no kan kura na ofusu say emfa ne kwan so ai say ugina ho na ka say dabi we dey enye in national interest into me so. Okay. Now when you say positive defiance no. Say ye pese ekuti aketa asihye ne proya. Sa June 4th principle no na say ye mani di Ghana for trimodem. If you say institutions here ya hihye wo man mu nyina no. Ebia police ya hihye kama auditor general ya hihye we ya soldier ya bibia the institutions legally ewo ho. The form of the institutions no ho anka no the purpose of state institution no the purpose no say be restraining the abuse of power so other na power no ye abuse wa institutions no ye important e say
as a party is infiltrating institutions no
na make institution no obi infiltrating no nipa oda institution na no ese so otimi kasa kire political nipa no or infiltrating no say mempene so ema onye because enye in the interest of the nation na state and a dim veteran ha. Una only the abide for the time being, but state and a mesom no. It is a wrong instructions to police in Panim na police in Panim ma wrong instruction be say yen deploy ni panian koye we now him say e be against the interest of say we inspector we sergeant say otimi gina ho now ka say ade we menye because enye in the interest of the party until say amam for betimi I imbibe positive defiance no bra ye bre say ye kwanti aketa se ne pro ye bia nkosi ba bia and a very, very important principle, positive defiance. It use within your organizations.
But it looks like it looks like more you sue against Papa J more campaign time, no? Where like
I know now what.
Okay.
Now young kids no dey you used to say ebia obia party ni bia per se ni party be retain ni power. Yankee this year woman outside this year per se party be retain ni power. Inti say ni ye biba na ye hwe hu say sa na ye no betime affect your ability to retain power.
Yeah.
The desire to retain power for the collective benefit of the party may be override any individual interest. Inti no obi a opese system no because we are no say original na ye pursue positive defiance ni etimi achieve the goals and objectives of the organization.
Okay. Inti ye share the influence and the grips of Papa J on the party at a point, you know, it looked like even this incident of babies with sharp teeth, Yasheda Bwani Pebiano say omo attack the founder to make him powerless, do party and all that. So statements, comment be brave, but I say it looks like NDC as a party, you know, try to win themselves of the founder, and so more penny pebia or more attack the founder and made him feel like ne party awatino.
No. In fact, babies with sharp teeth, because it wasn't defined. And the fact that we can babies no crash say they are no kids.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay.
Because kid the beer they say no say any young or kid that call no crano and they man do 60 years. I don't think no say describe will be as a baby now. I just say revolution no crani and one. What you say?
Okay.
And then there is nowhere party beer beat me Aquantia or more founder associated. Obia differences beba nebia differences about say why the be leader na we are why leader and or no the best leader na say but the overarching design say party no ebe tena akonwa so na yetima pursue the objectives of the June 4th founding principles of the party because you may have all the best ideas. So we need power. You can only be preaching them outside.
That's true.
That's what you are saying. Intino as a so implementing capacity, and that is where you have to be in power. It is an effort to be beko ama ako affect your ability to win elections here. You see, say there will be disagreements, and all in an effort now. But BBI say clashes of opinion and they generate sparks of truth. And I will nipa binum so ha. Particularly in the media or let's say media segment now, aligned to MPP no. Yeah, say NDC too strong a force. Unless say they are able to project divisions amongst us, you know, and more campaign. Ubetra na fabrication be atimi abane dia bebom. Brian, I see we say. Most of the photo out there me so the thing about using lies in politics and say edru tembia now what we say ube spread the lies no anya advantage bino you yourself and your followers when you begin believing the lies here then you are in a dangerous territory because you now believe the lies and take all your actions based on lies.
Yeah.
And if you put something on nothing, that thing will not stand. Into we are adebako. We say adeba could be so. I mean, several occasions.
But this statement said Papa J dene moja and sign NDC.
Yeah.
Was that a fact?
Accurate. And your party constitution, and your party manifesto.
Okay.
Near Belonchi a party manifesto. I'm said during his second term. Intino, Oko Hono, nor dear ye prekin and sa, and nor de a pen, a chain mujano, and nor designing manifesto.
Wow.
Castro. It tells you how dear the party is to him. Into Obi Kojamba be said, now Ubia in a free party manti, and come on, take Kurase were resigning that.
But I think on one Casacra stated that about 12 or 2 years be trauma na party instead of on one party.
Well, I didn't hear that, but that notwithstanding, no, it didn't make him less of the founder of NDC. If you are about to me, I interview seminar, me see. The channel say me too free for her. Here, actually, free history. I because men count. It doesn't change the fact it's a found the party, and it doesn't change the fact it's a principles were all enunciate at the prosecute to June 4th at the Bay Revolution, and on the achievements they are on and on the basis here at the NDC.
Okay.
So, say, or no Cassibia were free party numkura just for the purpose of argument. Yeah. It doesn't write away the fact is a it's a historical fact is a honor. Oh yeah, this thing. In Tibia, I mean, if you say something to the national Casse.
What was the problem with the later Tamils? It looked like time and not the attacks were many, and the day people also in the NDC attacking him. I Fasa when P back.
Did you ever see Professor Mills fighting back?
No.
A difference in opinion. So, na Akufa Dubai. I bet you NDC for Nyansa say, Ebia, what President
Atamios?
No, President Rollins
was
saying, no, there was some justification because the whole thing is a President Mills be a president, you know. The approach, you know, towards fighting corruption, no. He being a university professor and a law professor, no. The approach, you know, is different from Papa J approach, you know.
Okay.
That's true. And now, Professor Mills taught to say, in our type of democracy, no, an eye for an eye may leave the whole society blind. And until no, yenye watershed be beyond that watershed, you know, our politicking will be different. And until Unim said before Atamels came to power, no, now Abaimbiya ba whether military or civilian, no, and one said your predecessor, everything about your predecessor is bad. Intino, so predecessor ministers, yana cheche woman, that type of thing. Yes, we are bad. Yes, we are very repeated. Sani mano, we projects we into us. Now we jaya gum numne and the way bad. We be nipa o nyumamu. Now the nipa koshe ho so bad. No be into that type of recrimination, vicious cycle. Atamil sought to break it. But who share treatment here? Papa J so firm during the President Kufuor era. Nana Kufuor do ye Attorney General. Ostripono of the courtesies. Say otu kwanya protocol for kojano kwanya. Okudru country bia so and say Ghana mission ka akra be hia no kwan nom ne ade ade nti onu si free airport baby a so finding the home means a taxi so kutan ono ne bag ya okokoye ono kokoye ono ankuta ne bag no finding the way call the hotel no ne ade ade no na is so bad me kai say na baby out in the ridge residence because say paniti honti na sa link road ketwa bia wo ho no near the pillars a blocko say car emfa na nim sa pe kotutu eguye na omode car enam ho taxis ne nyina ntime fa ho ne ade on several occasions on one important occasion womo fa sojafoɔ with bayonets ne ade a make attempt on his life. Wow. That was how bad it became. There were occasions here or why I say as a former president you are invited to be and I na ye nyina ya mobilize edinachi na me di ne either ne right or ne left ne ye kwa umtimi de no kotena bia na ti said the womo ye kwakwa ndo honum na there. That was how President Rawlings was treated. And these were the times Nana Akufo the Attorney General. Ah no na manipulators ane nyina. Na afei when him say ensensemo ACC during the revolution, of course in every revolution no and MCC excesses is here. Yeah, eto da bia leader no kra no only who control. But to be fair to President Rawlings, at the boni bia IBC revolution no more back to his notice no or take drastic action against those who were engaged in the who perpetrated the excesses. Okay, say President Rawlings ono ankasa the cousin tema shortages wo ho nipa sunline koto dokono no ne nema no okwa uye PNDC no ye hwan ye nyina ye declare say we are all equal before the law until we pani kra na say dokono line yes ye nyina ko di line no so e drew so there was that awareness say Ghanaians no should be equal before the law enunti ono ani cousin accidentally also now at a point by BMC osuho baby a or hwe kill bi so a omonton nema and I need to flare up a cool or baby or damn ye no ono ni cousin enti ede ne cousin no e court no obia suro Chairman Rawlings at that time nti court say ye jano and was sign order ne rearrest and prosecution state appeal and sana omuko di asem no abu ne cousin no guilty and sentenced to death. He was executed. To demonstrate to Ghanaians say obi aye equal before the law. What you say? Okay. And untino those were the things. Enti papa iba ya oba beye president oba na June 4th. I declare no national holiday because June 4th no nipa participate in Kwasi Pratt no ni kwaku ba ko no nyina were key players in June 4th. Ba cheja no na nyina keep. So there was almost a national consensus to say June 4th is necessary to save this country. And untino omuna June 4th no eba no any principles wa obeye any house cleaning now obeye the June 4th year national holiday at the 30th revolution no sign by sign better the economy no around near the no the 31st no so a national holiday under President Akufo then as Attorney General and now omo yi ni nyina free ho say June 4th and say celebrate 31st and say celebrate when also na ye principles are a basis of papa legacy and untina people like us ya say papa na wu a ye beja no kwai say if you find yourself in the seat as a president here as a former president, uni option as a cell man state barrier no manema. Fine, but that doesn't mean say as a cell sign bed the link no from the legacy, which is NDC and which is the principles he stood and died for. Now, Babayet said the fact is a state barrier nuntino, a normal exclusive right to manage things the way you like against the participation of party or founder in the way who deeply it's about wiping away his legacy. Exactly, because who insists say we now by munti appropriate funeral no why no said the open without any involvement of the masses here ni party which is founded on the principles he lived and died for. Free when you separate President Rawlings from Sane Emmanuel, what will be left of President Rawlings here? President Biabi Timejina Akase or ye excellent statesman is a outstanding Ghanaian. It's an achievement, no the money outstanding Ghanaian. Yeah. And there is an attempt to separate his person from the achievements. Now destroy achievements. That is why we are fighting back.
Ediana adedi sisia we know say Ebusunya kokosra omampani and then he declared say for 7 days of mourning. At the same time flags and fly half and Yebeman state barrier and then at the same time there be a book of condolence one for between abetrio mudin say the restrictions about with going to residence hall. But in all this dear important idea ama the fight back now by making it as a Nanado or the MPP and so the need for the fight back.
When some can say man state barrier, it doesn't take away the other actors. And the state barrier now will be planned and executed with the other actors here. A war funeral no.
Okay.
Now in the case of President Rawlings, there are several actors. So you say President Rawlings ne papa free her.
Yeah.
In papa free Scotland.
Yeah.
So that straight away makes the funeral an international funeral. Into one more interest when him say President Rawlings yasino akonya ewo Anglo ha free no.
Yeah.
Into the Anglo state then becomes a key player because the Montana family no so Anglo. It also a key player. And now, beyond this, or your family man or your ma, until they also have a role to play. And because he's a former president, the state also has a role to play. Now, beyond all this, party or not here, a projecting the legacy, and also has a very important role to play. So, until say, Obi take leading role. It doesn't mean say it's so rubbish all these other stakeholders. Otherwise, who introduce controversy into the funeral.
Has it happened?
That is what is happening.
And maybe what specifically?
I will come to that. Okay. After my lay foundation,
okay.
And don't you know, former President Rawlings, original independent in Obey. Say political party, and I don't be the I support and I ordinary political party be a political party or no. Actually, the only person in the NDC constitution, any President Rawlings. Say your party was founded, is our founding father, because the party was founded on the principles, the ideals, and his achievements, any agents who are political party. Inti enna sa political party no ene di na chide no call elections 2 times here. Was winning as a president. Inti the presidency no foundation kura free political party no. Enunti say we
president.
The president now no be a war time. This is not the first time a senior person be a usa. Say Aliu Mahama wu ye na ye na power.
Yeah.
Did we cut away MPP? No. State no play ni role there. Recognizing say principally no MPP funeral. Inti ema hon kwa MPP 4 years said the ombeye onano said the omope even within the state funeral arrangements. And until let's see what happened. Papa wu ye nyina ye were filled. And until no, well, the family couldn't have reached any of us.
Yeah.
So they took the right step to say Yankobo Mampania Mania. And Yakobo Mampania Mania. Inti Mampani first statement ya who issue no. So what kind of statement?
Yeah.
What he said, Oma NDC kura them referred to.
No.
Assuming say Rollins has nothing to do with NDC. Why? So also who be taking lead. What taking lead? Ama 7 what declare say flags will fly at half mast.
Yeah.
What declare 7 days
of national mourning.
National mourning. What say suspended will campaign 7 days without any reference to NDC. And I say okay, and that is against the established protocols because Aliu Mahama wuye a statement ya issue ye no ewo ho. So what must say? Aliu Mahama da na so na yie no. Ne o campaign mu won kran kwanta with President Mahama. The statement ya o issue ye all my condolences to MPP, to the family of Inumna de Adeho. Jacob Bilamte wuye statements ya ema the Rocha Numna de Adin. So we recognize the fact is all ye MPP ni.
Yeah.
Then ya the akan. Until this one, NDC cut out completely. And I feel Yansu Yabeshia and he say, well, Yandi here see a better ho Amobia Beboya man here. Inti Yati state is so issues.
Okay, inti time amoko hona officially munya amanebo bia say bia free abusuan ho na say.
Oh, that was my
okay.
To be honest with you, but we didn't fault them because Yansu na unique country no and Accra.
Yeah.
Inti the available nipa I say omtimi kobo na mania ni head of state.
Yeah.
And na omokoye. So we didn't fault them. And na yenkofo na omo wo fie no. Na omo adikan alcohol. I could find out ama omo je to say we free mo ampa ama omo ama condolences near the nti yen ba ye no yenkofo edikan ko no part of nipa omo ebrifu yen. Say yampa ne si ye no omo ye say na omo ko ye no they were we na ye yes you and yes so ye crunch meeting ya plan quickly the way forward said the Professor Mills who ye planning he put a few things together and he said the first thing he said as I say yakohe or yerenema and the family no na you know more trans in the way forward into your meeting na say na say mampani eko sra abusuafo no yes you will find into okowia na chese so enti a free meeting na se ne denkra e ba se ye ba be chi abusuafo na ye ko ye ne abusuafo akotransi kama adidi amane omo amane bo ye nyantransi emplanning the way forward enti no wa mo be remind ye say ye ti committee bi planning sa ne mana we will have a role to play. Enti ewie no ne yesre kwai na omokase o omo abue omo bo aban amane no aban ene omo abue book of condolence enti ewo International Conference Center enti no omo be pese yanya ba ho ide enyina yenko sign sa book of condolence Saturday number be 3:30 area and you free mo call International Conference Center and now almost excuse me say we're working on some statement because you know by no statement to be out from the party and this as a party flag bearer issue statement. Ye movie as well issue small statements on our own. Say I suspend the campaign and you know. Yeah, working on a statement. Me prepare my statement. You know. Now, what will be the kind for International Conference Center or now more sign. Middle office here within 5 minutes now. More PA. President President Mahama and running mate. I say, now condolence book with the Mosa and Manche. Now, Monsieur Omudru ho. Omo book na free ho. At to pon. And now mo bisa conform na ho and say, you know, no mo say amount abayama or instructions say president nkwa necessary or sign and nti o sign ni we no abayan book no eko. See na when it me masa instruction no wa bra abusuafo na nkasa enimu
because abusuafo na ka say mo
bia mo nkosa enti abusuafo no bi kura di president Mahama chi say o mo kona o ma ko transit na wa be sign enti ede na sabi empanin say asase suman eni krotwa mansa anso we de kwabrafo na na se awuo Zautas. Enti ede na wutimi ebehuri ebedi bibibia nim say ube use the guise of a state funeral. We be create problems for the funeral of our founder. Anunti ede abufuo bai pa neka say well oya statesman we are not going to prevent the state to say omo onano. Because any time for no power, no do for no power, a state assignment is a state no ye. Enti state no ye. Na se o ye nipa o pay President Rollins ye pa. Anka de o ye ni se obi wa say we o wuma for we so oni wuma for. Why because o wuma for no say wachi no nipa betimi agina ho aye nhihye ya ma waye controversy bia ma na aye kama enti senko wumafo wo presidency no mu ankasa na mo a ye betu dia ye na ye no nka overriding consideration ne say kwan be na e be fa so a aye we be ye boko devoid of controversies ne nema na kwan a be fa so ne say within the state barrier arrangement all key interests Nina be catered for. Na nipa na started the division or introduce state barrier no e dey abeye means of division ewo party no mu dia. E just say on nipa no ye. Because you don't expect to say what this state power Ebeka say NDC should not participate in the meaningfully in the state arrangement no na NDC atiase say ya yedin aban bi na woso enti no we are not going to honor your founder. It won't happen. Enti step we will take to consciously look at controversy ye no
okay
enti aban steps no nyina che say ne tamfo awu enti o me pretend say obeye bibia onano na through sa effort no fan create confusion na ensay papa no din and we've seen it before.
That is the sana muhu no.
That's how we read
okay
steps here or ma taking so far.
Okay
enti no we are not going to be the cause of controversy. Yandie ye be ona ye founder the way we deem appropriate. State barrier ni state function no. At any point ya ombe hu say ye wo role bia play wo mu no. Omo frɛ ya be ba be play sa role no.
That means say the church say enya join to. Mo be mo dey separate but say state there no be a tribute
be state barrier no say vigil no ni ade aye nyina. State barrier be anya vigil.
Yeah.
But we are doing it because the life of your founder until never free ho no. Near man no stand for any near man na or tapeno. Party no be yes no, whether there is state barrier or not. Okay. Because vigil no, unim say 31st December a revolution no, Oh yeah, no. Ye mark with a vigil. No 31st na najo.
Okay.
Enti enter New Year na with a new government.
Okay.
Enti 31st be a drew so a vigil in commemoration of that event. Enti sa vigil no ye koye no anajo. One of the events I did commemorate no. And now I take committee I be planning other things. And I say book of condolence no. Say state here build state imu build. We have the right to open a book of condolence. Ewo your party headquarters. Na ye direct ma omo be books of condolence in all our offices across the country. We say nipa no nyina na dofo no nyina ntimi mbankran. Na omo nso be sign ne. Sa na aye no nso no decentralized. Enunti sa 7 days of mourning Mampani a declare no within the 7 days no da bia bibi wo ha ye beye.
Okay.
Anti so hu say enra ketu saf.
Yeah, mo ye work.
Yeah. Work so ya dia
no
President Rollins no paper no so no da anajo no a ade be chin June 4th no. Sa no June 4th uprising when also started anajononti. There was a lot of walking in the manema anajononti. Ye mark June 4th no. There be a dawn. Sorry, echo march. E walk through certain principal streets of Accra near Barbechia. E walk Revolutionary Square ho. Na ya read the revolutionary speeches near Yentino. Walk no so be a part of. Adia ye be commemorate no. President so Rollins no adia na ope they said leadership by example into announce communal labor say obia anko communal labor throughout the country we say ono ankasa be fa so fi ne praye no oba bi na oni nipa no eye we ni pictures ya tema ye declare say students oba ye declare say students in koso akoko na evacuate koko mfamra temahabo and the other. He was right in there. Our no answer akoko no bi. Tema oye say you be rehabilitate rail lines no. Railway lines na ni nyina dey. Wo say ono ankasa original line no bi so na or dey twa dade mu ne nema a also a rail line no bi dia. Nti oye nipa oye o believe in leadership by example. Nti sa nema nyina there are array of events here. Depending upon branch bia de omo be pese ye de be commemorate no omo betimi aye communal labor edane kwemu talk shows or village level ye church what he stood for and what our party stands for now is the same battle. And na niema na ewo ho proene kete asesha na ewo ho prior to June 4th no. It is worse now. And it is even more appropriate to say a man for no ebe nante or minum near preaching against this type of things. Nepotism has never been practiced to this level, and worse than any thing that ever happened by way of nepotism in our governance. Corruption, the message prior to June 4th, conditions prior to June 4th, about the same now. And the message of June 4th, the principles were or espoused, it is even more relevant now. And untina me can say a yampa pass and an Akufo-Addo. Ope President Rollins has so much change on one party for. And the best way to honor his memory is say Obeka say you reinstate June 4th as a national holiday. Now Obeka said the last time one you celebrated June 4th last June COVID period in or selected a few people my by addressing the nation. My speech here me kasa me can say June 4th will live forever and we will continue celebrating it whether the state agrees or not. We as a political party a day of accountability, so we will keep celebrating it to remind us about the principles. And to no power can stop us from celebrating it. no in the media MPP for no be threatened say omon fire en court na court un compel and say NDC for cry intimate celebrate June 4th no even within our party. So what must say? And don't say if these are the guys here, ne woman say huri abedi animu say one more holier than the Pope we. Don't say how.
But in the public eye, it looked like now the late president Rollins. Any NPP a young coaching NDC. And into ofri you read statements like Montimena have make it peace and yes I bring away you know baby or pay and or de ne dokoye
and enti wa join MPP da
no
wa appear on MPP platform bi so da MPP for choose wo mu leader o mu ko bona mande huh
David,
don't you see these things happening in NDC? Oh, the problem we have in this country is say nipa editra wamunsuro achire or hwe wanim say no editra. One to say before presidential primaries all the aspirants in echo President Rollins echo Jenny Blessing.
Yeah.
One to say at some stage Ebinum any disagreements with even the guidelines, President Rollins in the time resolve those issues.
Okay.
One to say ye Congress we no oba Congress still first side be kasa want wako MPP Congress ako kasada. So what is their problem? And after that, you want to say, at least me can't the uhunu nippers because meetings here I don't be there. And you be no public. But when out. Anti the leadership of newly elected leaders in corner. And now we invite MPP farmer Omar Bekasa 31st event and June 4th event be that. So what is their problem? So, enti nipa omuye omo adwen say they can only succeed by dividing other people. Omo de kura agenda nkete no na see baby social active na media outlets bi na ye hypo so thinking say no it me divide the NDC party. The point is say NDC is a very tolerant and internally democratic institution. Issue be a babiano. We debate it properly. We don't just get up to say Nana Akufo-Addo say no wakantino. Yenko down the line. Wa against Nubia yen free parliament. I man lusu primaries yana yenyo. We don't do that. Until there are people issue be a beba party numbia. You discuss it. Some of us can take positions against the position of our founder. So be it. It doesn't show division.
We are taking a position. Is it for political gains? If whether say we never and we never does it add votes or does it get public sympathy or because I say I actually
for more media for no. You be some say the founder of your party wua enti obetanse aka say yebeka say me dey pay vote ntimi nya na ye. Is that what you think? Enti omo bebo awura mu no these questions no o hia omo bisa omo. It's not about us. We are under obligation to honor our founder, otherwise we have no foundation for our existence as a political party.
Na me no dey Henderson, statesman or a founder. The hine be swallow no yonko.
Enyina betimi I work it together. Say nipa or no lead the state no. Prepare say enyina betimi I work it together. But it is clear say nipa or no lead the state no. enye in the mood so be recognize party no ni party no role but ono ni decisions no entimi affect yen kwan ye fa so aja ye founder kwan enti no ni freedom no ends where our noses begin. So to say enti yen no yesusu say anka the best thing ne say state no ebe involve yen na ene wo mu nyina ye comprehensive bibia ye de be see ye be de be send no off peacefully.
Okay.
Na say state no nye prepared ya ye ni ahoden say ye be compare state no enti the say ne say ye twe ye ho ne ye call na ye found that the way we deem appropriate enti at any stage ya state no be ka say ye here mo participation e wo we mo na we mo no we will avail ourselves. Ebini say state ono abu a book of condolence na ni party flag bearer e kwa akosan ne o say ye mfa nkosie in that case we say obi mpe wa gura say o tran ho ase. So that is our position. We are not fighting the state, but we have an obligation to discharge, and we will discharge it whether the state will cooperate with us or not.
Positive defiance. If
that is what you want, I know a part of positive defiance.
Was it so automatically JM has become the founder? Only no. Is it Mbila? I don't think founder JM.
Founder no
yes. Yeah.
Founder no. Jerry John Rawlings. And he remains the founder forever. So long as the party exists. Inti obia obe destroy party no the relationship with Jerry Rawlings's legacy. Ono ne destroy. Ono ne make an attempt to destroy the legacy of President Rawlings. Enunti no the founder no the founder. Nothing changes it. We will have other leaders as we move along. There's a difference between founder and leader. President Mahama is the leader now, but he's not the founder.
Okay. We say, is it Kobe Ike? We say this man is full of wisdom. Rescue Megan. We say if JJ was an MPP founder, can another permanent dada? Nana Bedia. We say Recounts ask him questions. Nibi adegu hanomate. We say Nana Shu wise up. This is not insult. Okay, Mohammed and what they buy. Was it the downfall of the country? Two political parties, no more chance. But let me ask this question: was he your best friend?
Onye my age mate. Inti na me deal with him as a superior.
Okay.
But a pleasant character when he's in a good mood. Inti obeti me afre oyenkoye we yenkoye. In fact, a week or so before ni mame wuye kura no. Ofre me kura atwere aduro bi mame say adwuma me no me nkoto sa aduro na useful.
Wow.
What you say? But me nature no me nye nipa pani a o che me sa no. Sorry ya me ni bibia ya me se me nkotra ni fie ne nkodi nkomo ne. I'm not like that.
Okay.
Enti atamel se so hum say me nye that type of person. President Mahama so hum say me nye that type of person. I like my independence. Na metem konna biso. Na offer me mami assignment ya I go and do it.
Okay.
Sa na metie. Enti oye mi superior. O mami lawful instructions bi a mefa. So my instruction bi na mfi say be heti party na me ne discuss it.
Okay.
Na me reminding on about the principles of positive defiance and a power belonging to the people.
Okay, so there were times on my instructions we are can say one account positive defiance where there.
Oh yes. Now some can say on one occasion and there was disagreement between say whether we need to change the leader of the party from a Tamils to somebody else. I disagreed with him. And then on another occasion, so it might be Metisen wako kano wa flause akufado.
But did he ever propose a wife to be running mate to the party before?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
I'm proposing a wife to be a running mate.
But to be the leader as well?
Said a wife, a contestant, to be the flag bearer.
Yeah.
Na obi nene yere de or pursue course to be ayana or be pese as far as possible no obi di ne yere chi. Okay. And those are some of the they say human frailness. Say something when at any point in time you have to choose between the interests of a close family member like Obana or Ira say Isano plus as opposed to another interest, no. Obia a human being. Yeah. And you have some soft spot naturally for the desires of your wife. But the enemy minimum family no money say the wife will take a decision so better party no. Yeah. Old man no quite money continue party. And an man also the ono so are ready say obey NDC na wa pursue ni papa legacy no. Zaneto. And Zaneto so obey the party. And so they lived in a very democratic family say Ubia won the party but they were still moving along. And Sebia very big party movement to be here say ne yere eye bibi or no ni party no more. There's nothing wrong with say President Rollins bit me akotana na yere nchai amana yesa event because after all yene aye wo oman no mu no kra belonging to different parties. So be a function we invite you na me akoye solidarity. Inti what is the difference say will be yere na ye flabera no okokotena the event what difference does it make when NDC for crowd we invite MPP ni other places into media for no ne nipa binum no ya na sa na man na omo pick up wa na omo agina so down omo dey either in most cases no tickling themselves and laughing because the man knew what he was doing.
Papa J. No, enchemu ade man ne yamamate ne mani biase because from afar ne there the latter days it looked like na onemonya dako ne mum no ne ye na adumum ne ye because ne hu be hu na mo twa picture ne ade and so it looked like as he felt comfortable
now
compared to
as a president relating to a former president. This is the first thing you have seen at the end.
But
who said President Kofo twitwa photos with President Mahama and not their own case Kofo aba NDC.
No, so Mahama is not in power now. Like some for power see ananka. Who say ebia
you saw it but you didn't conclude say oh yeah he tama oh yeah president no. So no attend Kofo birthdays no manema in most cases nya no cha pictures ni and there and no other na man can say Kofo aba NDC.
Okay.
And nipa na president and I was statesman or former presidents ya omo nyina ye ni seniors. It is so feel say bibi here now we hear advice be from any of them. Why not? And now ube ye president ya. The responsibility for the upkeep of all the former presidents, and that also, what you say, and you won't mean Trahon only former presidents, I can now a president. What you say, so that level of engagement, dear, but I'm surprised to say when Mahama as a president or no related to Kofo, the Yankase Kofo be NDC.
Probably the projection was not that high to say I had the end. Maybe because
there's projection our who know Akufo-Addo ne President Rollins so high out of the ordinary
because the perception say
no what is the basis of that perception in the first place?
Basics na ko you say nef party or tea, you know, as a ye nama and will be. That is why I'm seeking this clarification.
Una me try say, a year propaganda agenda of MPP say NDC is too strong. So the only way they can ever be defeating NDC is to create artificial, you know, mumbe jina so they are your campaign. Ada me ameti hai. Say coach asem to me so say Rollins here backing dog. South yeah. But there was nothing like that. What you say? There was nothing like that, but they kept it. And now coach it was during the time where womu criticize you say me say backing dog. And now sign coach mfonini we and now dey kire say obi a why ni secretary pa wono I say na and let's all say why backing dog. All the two nyina lies so. But they were intended for a certain purpose. And now
so you never stated.
No. Me no cry here e can say ade no cry desire. You see? Because they were trying to project effort to ameme yet to bring the party together, no. As rather I no be divide the party, no. You understand? Okay. Unsa meme ba party mu as a general secretary, no. Amidst a very controversial elections. Ewo Koforidua. After election, I elected me as general secretary, no. The general secretary, acting general secretary then, was defeated. We say 3 people contested me, so we were 4. You know, and I got about I think 83% plus, and now 4 no include 3 naka including the then acting incumbent no more coach 17%. And now one more. The then acting general secretary plus the national chairman who was also defeated plus the national woman organizer plus other people and now we defected and block equity another party and now one day they call election more. But within that 4 years, no, yet me reorganizing your party, no. Emani ye so attractive say yet me gada momentum e win election by power.
Okay.
And until at some point now I was still saying say people like Dr. Obeda Samoa, ni Bizeden, ni others no. Omo nyina omo play some role in the party. Dr. Samoa was the longest serving foreign minister, attorney general, and all that. You know, a very instrumental in the founding of the party. And why should we stay there and say you're winning election, you know, they should go to hell and remain there forever? There must be a constant effort to try to bring them back. And this effort, no, mimi lead ya culminate into an activity. Yeah, they disbanded DFP, no, they absorb omo back into NDC.
Okay.
And it didn't sit well with MPP because omo say, united, even party no more cry defeat omunti united they are. They very dangerous for them. Until let them throw some sand into, some spanner into our works. Let's just say the discussion will not be about the unity of NDC, but both create impression be say at the unity meeting, no, I went there attacking our founder so that they will open another front, you know. So that was all that happened because when these things they started airing this and writing headlines in the Maneman, I went to the Council of Elders, of which President Rollins was and is the chairman. Luckily, event now, DFP event, you know, it was covered by television. So all that I needed to do is make a clip covering my whole speech, any event, you know, and I'm the command Council of Elders, and I'm the President Rollins and I'm the share video, and about speech, you know, from A to Z, and they realized, including President Rollins, there was no reference to President Rawlings at all at that function. And that, my speech, had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with President Rawlings. Somebody just took something there. I used a dog as an analogy.
Okay.
But I never talked about even barking dogs. But Nipan because I say I chaining barking dogs. I never talked about chaining. The analogy, and say DF before they left NDC on principle, and they are coming back on principle because now man for us started ATC DF before no say one stomach politicians until the NDC is in power now, so they want to come back without recognizing the effort to T committee I be reconcile working out the difficulties the terms of all these things behind the scenes. I fear be consummating no. Now man for starting just to throw that into it, almost starting I say they say almost stomach politicians now more back I needed to respond to some accusations, say Dr. Samuani Bizede nominate stomach politicians. Now I believe say they shouldn't worry if people are calling them stomach politicians, but for any keen observer, when him say they left this party on principle and they are coming back on principle. Because when they were leaving, they stated the reasons why they left. And the reasons they left was that there was lack of internal democracy within NDC. Number two, there was violence in NDC. And these are the two evils were almost society or almost evil party. Okay. I am happy say now they themselves are confessing say these two evils no longer exist in our party. Now one, I can say without any contradiction, say NDC at that time was the most democratic political party internally in the country. So if they are saying that they went because of lack of democracy and now democracy has come, so they are coming back here, they are principled, or they have taken a principled stand. Violence, no. Since you are no see, I may be a general secretary, we are making conscious effort to say none of our NDC functions will be attended to by violence. And then also one more to me testify say violence in Africa. So these two evils of violence and lack of internal democracy are into Omokoye. And then yenso yepe one more say yes we identify say papa and say we've done our homework and we have removed these two evils. And if they had not taken that step to come back here, it is there and then. And Ubibeka say they cited these things for convenience. Now enye nuntina omo break here. Okay. Until now that they are saying say those things are absent, so they are coming back. It shows how principled they are. Yeah. And I made my analogy say wadam for na wadam for no complain nature say oba ufia dogs will be attacking. Now you value the friendship. Na uyi sa dogs no free ho. Na wadam for no kase still ya o ma free ho kra me ma. Eche say nye dogs no ntina na o ma. Okay. And it's because of wafa adwene bi say on pe adam for no dada. Now we are happy say these two evils are now o mo ka ho asem no. Ya work at them a year free ho. Anti wo mo so ejina bontin timi recognize say since ya wo mo free wo mo leave ye no. Ye party ye party function bia ma violence in my and na since ya omo free ho no ye bibia ye be presidential primaries ni ma ye nyina ye to aba frenchim eyi ye nipa enti se omo ahunu say the party is now living according to their ideals now omo be back. They have no reason to stay away omo be back here. They are welcome enti they shouldn't worry say obika say omo ye. All right. And that was it during the weekend, you know. And Obi catch them and say, Nkofobia ko mobilize media people be say almost train na Monday headlines no ba say NDC united there. Very bad for MPP. Inti omo mpe bibin through into it. Na no made distracted. Sa meja no ho asem kura. Inti ye event no Friday upon ye. Inti they couldn't have captured anything. Monday headlines 3 newspapers. Obiasi I said unketia say President Rollins here backing dog. I said unketia say ya anyway. I will see ya anyway. Now who so the news about unity the major numnia de nyina suppress na omuso we mu and they are experts at this. And you know I felt to say sad way a bit me create problem because everybody say yeah na ye can Rollins boys in the party they were referring to the likes of us.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
And until I went to the Council of Elders, the vice chairman, who is Harry Sawyer, and I made the copy of command. And I no Harry Sawyer demo ho. Ekbesi na who say newspaper publication no had no basis. And now I'm free meeting now Council of Elders no nyina call President Rollins fie. And now I'm cutting ho. A ball the whole clip no nyina kosi and was you. This has nothing to do with me. That was the end of the story. But MPP didn't end it. So they kept hyping and so you just leave it with them. So if people decide to believe or decide to use falsehood, it comes to a point where they themselves begin to believe in the falsehood and using the falsehood as the basis of their decision making. And that is where they fall on their own sword.
Mabo audio here, Papa J, I think June 4th, the last speech, and or recommend it highly. Na yet whether it talks of oneno said mo unity na etie. But when you are briefing, we had to say COVID. Was it COVID, Papa Rollins?
No, many family no kasa about
that. Okay.
Whatever happens. Na ninyina nso ebe free MPP camp no am. Because MPP or Baba can say NDC for Koran Kuno. So when you hear these things, the bulk of MPP supporters, they don't even understand. They say, the Nankufado cry offer state barrier. What you say? That is the truth. Who monitor media landscape, social media, you will hear their comments. And then they can say, hypocrisy, let us call a spade a spade. President Rollins stood for certain principles which Akufo-Addo and his like were against. Now you cannot say, Nipa no principles were, Ama wabe great, You recognize, say, he's a great man, but he works in Nunyina. So what made him great?
But final one and some about mo be say be here to say aside for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. E be see museum bi e be we be people e be kwa hwe Papa J and I say
need sa authority at this stage.
Okay.
Say obi e be kwa or ni death wishes.
Okay.
We don't know what is contained in the death wishes.
Okay.
Beyond that one, so when you death wish, you will family wish, family for no their own person or more.
Okay.
And also, a idea is here listen. Even when Professor Mills died as the president, I was saying NDC leader. We listened to the family. We carried the family along in these matters. In tea party, in Timin Conco, say, you be seeing how you be, we say, we say. Na busuan for asem ene na mamra asem na yen de say leader ewu a then ye de kind within the party ni party there here under our control unless say specifically wa wish bibi won the will mu against nhihia any of the nhihia ye be de aja no kwai no. That is where we also respect that wish.
Okay. And the last speech,
history, it is often said, repeats itself whenever we refuse to learn, most especially from adversities and volcanic and near bloody eruptions. Most of the speakers before me spoke very well, but I find that General Mosquito's speech is pretty much in line with what I have to think, and I'm grateful for that. We have many dedicated and learned men and women who could provide leadership at various levels to the benefit of this country. The very ordinary people in Ghana are not unwise about issues and developments in this country.
June 4th is recognized in NDC Constitution as Accountability Day. And we will continue to celebrate it so long as the NDC lives. We are celebrating it because we owe a duty not only to ourselves and to the party, but to our country, Ghana. Because June 4th is a significant part of the history of this country.
General, I say the statement say the Udi can answer no bekasa no. What can I do na?
Nti answer obekasa tintin bia.
Okay.
And because on say keda training no institution bia ukomu na oye mu training bia members no gina ba bia e kasa ba ku gina ha ba ku gina boligania ya obehu say there is a same line of thinking underlining woman nyina speeches and no, and it's not about me alone. I'm afraid kid that be say on kasa about June 4th. The same things I make here that kid that's Rebecca.
General, there is this concern say as a Ghana obiti asia nema payenka. Oh yeah, I want to be oh no any papa oh no you good oh. Sisi ya me no ye interview omo ebia ombetwetwe di watem nyina dachi buni hwa say ni pakori aba be general ya fi no general kaka kronfo dunso e be kai sa ne ma ni ade a ne de na ma etisa
a human nature and partly coming out of our culture in history. I want to say in ancient Greece, no, na young ona obi until say wo, because all share obi achievements and then now ona no, ochina otimis or na brabo no me close ye into otimis sana dwene be ye ne ma ye worse than the wadika ye no. Okay. Enti na wa award no ona no na wa ye basa who what to do. Oh, okay. So I say, Ansan Suchi, Myanmar for no opposition leader. Which I say, soldier for a war, a binary no be international hero, world hero. So no a pillar of democracy in the manti. Eventually, we are seboa no man kokoye president or no under the leadership no. And sa Rohingya crisis ya part of the population say womunye Myanmar for ni and they generate huge refugee crisis no. So he now cast a picture as obi a onye democratic kura. So ebi na ya me madam fo nanado me kana sem say Temwani and no struggles, various struggles, PMF, People's Movement for Freedom and Justice, and the idea no leading demonstrations near Dina. Now, a picture what Cassie, Obi a Democrat par excellence. I just say, they believe in democracy, any rule of law there, Ebi Maria said that. Say, Edia Kunyamano. On the no number more, no, ye head, no. Yeah. What can you say about rule of law now in this country? What can you say about freedom of the media? That's how I say.
Okay.
What can you say about corruption? What can you say about nepotism? What can you say about attack on journalists under his watch? Or no, all preach from outside, all preach for press freedom, leading demonstrations, radio eye, no. Or no, now fight say, ye be private radio stations. Or no buy, or no now be close to more than 100 private radio stations. And untino say obi or none those times say or a human rights advocate and they award no ye day. And untina na or more say nipa no ni life must close. A close wa untimi mfa bi nka ho untimi mfa bi onyi bi mfiri mu. Eche say o assess the totality of the life no. So you're worthy of award near the amano. That was the Greek principles in those days.
Okay.
And I answer ye hano. Nipa wa no adani bibi for call in another it is believed say or powers being was new state being powers binti yenka na chira semone a part of account for ya mamre enuntina ebasa. But at least there is space to say nipa beka nokre, you know. Okay. Nipa beka nokre say nyen kamfo na wo kamfo kura no de waya eye emu nokre de ese utimika ena de onye ye nso unkogina ba bia nitro say waye.
General Yedase, minimum final words the other candidate chat for was Kofi. Go and look at the tape, Yao Eric. He never mentioned JJ's name, but he said the dog who was barking in the house has now been brought into control. So everybody can.
Onya tape no abohe se obi akansa asem we bi sabda. They all go to cry wrong.
Okay.
Henti no. O da onya sate eye video.
Yeah.
Don't bet me abono video no fully.
Yeah.
And then you can appreciate what was said. Enti wenum nyina ye wo mo. The American say.
Yeah.
Mimi susu se enra meti se president eka say what's easy what declares state of mourning in the nation.
Yeah.
Still another senior minister celebrated Dambawo by Bill. Oh Damongo.
Okay.
And now President so-called graduation, but of course, university graduation there was nothing he could do about it. Okay. But Okokan say, Yenemu, if the reports are right, because Naminiho say Yenemu UDS after President Rollins.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm saying, but yeah.
And I make us
so rejected,
and also one of the hypocrisies of MPP.
Oh, naming UDS.
Yes. Yeah, na mo appreciate history. Say President Rollins, because of role who play in the establishment of UDS, and now winya international award be a honsika kra sign dedicated say more in the development of that university. UDS vice chancellors say ye person ye honor President Rollins. When MPP was in power, MPPC over their dead body. Womo ye ya SRK vice chancellor no. It didn't happen. Say womo university no onano kekeo. Say rural will play in the development of the university. Womo ampene. It was under President Kufuor with Nana Akufo-Addo as the Attorney General. You see over their dead body. Now, and there a saying, Indians who cry, you make an attempt at some point, cry say, Kayede UDS no be name after him, or rejected. And yet, no, he has rejected several attempts to name any monument after him. What I say?
Okay.
Yɛn kura na yɛwɔ plans say yɛwɔ plans nka yɛbɛ onan yɛbɛ nemu yɛ party headquarters no after him because political party be all over the world no obekɔ headquarters no is named after their founder.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
But saa nneɛma yi nyinaa no because of the attitude to say he wishes to be remembered by the principles na or the bar Ghana for ya sitramu near life mo. Say it me kaino observe those principles. Na afibia yeshia near remind ourselves about those guiding principles and no ye abiding legacy better than monument be a bit me bubu.
Okay.
So what I say?
Okay.
And until I make us say obi a see ye ntwa dwum for mu no obeka say or the monument be called name after President Rawlings no nye nipa kan okre because clearly in the way she can be obi a person obey a name after him be want ase
in the next end is nobody declare you for holiday
can say we have never hidden that thing. There has been Supreme Court rulings in Manema about it, but we will still explore the possibility because that is part of our foundation. We still explore the possibility. Say pese ona papa no. And I think say President Akufo-Addo pese ona papa no. Omra out to make us say June 4th we declare holiday. And no be abiding legacy at the Bekai President Rawlings. But Akufo-Addo is not in the mood to do that because Osaji Foko Amen Kromakura ne honor yedi amano Akufo-Addo has sought to dilute it and remove it out. Bibi happy ye be out person give honor to ne papa no ne ofanum big 6 no and oka omo asem when it was clear say big 64 no kra abandon Kwame Nkrumah in the fight for independence. And untino here is somebody he wants he's living with double standards. The SC name no opeso ye bibi ne kire say or no Rawlings na asem kire in the party for whatever credit. Na obi ka say odonyankopon no tiny nua so ye trofo. Nipa or no found Ghana no aye Kwame Nkrumah ye nyina ante ase President Rawlings or can home be na ye declare the founders there. Yede onna Kwame Nkrumah oba si wa yefri ho na Rawlings de na obeti ase de aba na se won fasa ma sa honest ni ne manema ewo hoyi emu de wo hi enna ebe ma Ghana fo akai President Jerry John Rawlings what's the June 4th event no or the bedi ewu or the beye we or the beye we tantan. That is the light in which you picture June 4th. So what other part of the work, and the making great here until Castle he great Maya over on so the works, a bad works here. How does he become great without his works?
General Yeda say, Hana de Nkoma Yede ba ye no edemo ebesi. Ye free ha ye boy ho. Ye nim say nwumre e vigil e wo obra sport. Na nti ye de ani e kire ho na yakwa set up kra. Ti General ye beda sepa.
Yo, mesume that.
Right. Obi say General stop the propaganda. I say because JJ didn't want it again. Okay, UDS the no obi tro e no e buy. All right. Ye do see ya. Your crown.
Yes.
A smart 8K in Netflix, it's on YouTube, and I feel so you go and you send the boss to be go. Come up, young Concoa promo. It's a more price no, are you easy? Oh, machinery, a energy saving. It's on keeping me no more fresh, side by side. Fridge near, freezer so soon. Now we man told. Kafam young Concoa promo. We told TV at easy price. And you do so check. Wow! Kafam Yankonkwa promote. Abusiafo ni fie kura betwa manum. 6 burner gas oven. Ni bofu fufu. Chicken inside. Me tell you any sign chairman. Rice cooker. Kafam Atiti home appliances na so. Na chanye ni de bebre. Menyamu blender. Menyamu kettle. Masenyamu microwave oven. Kafam Yankonkwa promo no. Ayese wakoto anwamu. Nya cho banku ni na aka ho. Chochofocho. Aduane ye de. Kuhwegu. Ajimada. Sebe say de. Dia.
Michael, what's supporting the new system? Yeah, Mama Michael.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Ah, let's not go be able to go in the
Me ko supporting my business phone in our new system. Hey, what's a Michael t-shirt? Mato t-shirt. Me ko ba be fan kan no. Ni t-shirt go mama.
Boss, champion, Mr. Willie one.
Okay.
Michael, supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
Wow, this boy is great. Nasha one sway. I hope you can't swim kubia. You made it diagro. Brain syrup. Any anujieno. Brain syrup. It won't be an robit to say. Omega-3 fatty acids. Vitamins ahudropi. Any glutamic acid. A woman mofra actually mudo. Nessa mawa pomodane. Brain syrup. Ubenya biwa drugstore. E bay womo. Nedu dromu die. Frejucard Pharmacy. E one cry. Okaishi Drug Lane. It was 0244 560 296.
Brain syrup. Emamofra adwini mapomuden. SCP esita.
FDA ahwehwe saa adwadie nkratwe yi mu. Agya to mu se eje.
Hello, welcome to Yonak Digital. Here, we deal in security locks, smart locks, intelligent locks, which are ideal for corporate institutions, for banks, real estate, forex bureau, and many more.
Here at Yonak, we have a variety of locks. This is our facial recognition lock, barometric lock. This is our little barometric lock. It's ideal for front aluminum glass doors.
You can locate Yonak Digital at Wager, SCC Junction off the DVLA road.
Call us on 0553 892370 or WhatsApp us on 0507 242299.
Yonak Digital, security in style.
New England for Name Chachia mo baby biara mo was say the Islam Technologies Ekuku Dem Technology School near BA office. It was 70 James Street. There were classroom. You will be a here bia. That's right. You were classroom. Kokramre wa kwala tani wa wajuma se wa wo hwehwe adwuma. The o here bia brana ye nkyerɛw. Na se be ye mrempa nneoma ma ye den ni covid lockdown betimi anya adwuma. Your number no and egu ase no. Ye website nso na wo hunu yi. Frɛ ye sesia. New England for Name Chachia mo baby biara mo was say the Islam Technologies Ekuku Dem Technology School near BA office. It was 70 James Street. There were classroom. You will be a here bia. That's right. You were classroom. Kokramre wa kwala tani wa wajuma se wa wo hwehwe adwuma. The o here bia brana
is brought to you by
Visit Cap Farm today.
Brain syrup. Emamofra adwini mapomuden. SCP esita.
Omama Royal Chocolate.
Delicious.
No, don't mommy be.
KTA Mobile.
It's the future.
Slam Technologies.
The open computer school wow. Teachers no wa botre no betimi akire wa eno an Islam Technologies.
Fly Ethiopian Airlines, the new spirit of Africa, a Star Alliance
Next trading agency.
We are the best. Tap send.
Tap send. Charlie, me say menye ja ho. Me say tapo na send.
Rice pudding.
Abenda the bibia wom.
GhanaMats.com.
Ghana Mats way. So I'm brochure no person woman no have for provisions. Who person to credit man.
Technologies. Ekuku them technologies.